you see the Corvette held you up a little bit over here. That was nice of it.
The problem is he's so fast on the straight and slow on the corner. I guess that's a prep though.
Yeah. How's the car feel with the lower tire pressure?
Feels better on the low speed, but not as good on the high speed.
Okay, so we'll leave them where they are then.
Yeah.
Just leave them where they are.
Although the only thing I'm curious, is there a pressure difference between left and right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just answered your question. Can you tell me what epistemology means?
Epistemology is the study of the epistles. I mean, you can. I told me that a husband and wife is supposed to be the representation of God and the church. He said he's a husband. I asked him if he sees himself as the embodiment of God, and he said no. That doesn't make any sense.
Wait, what is the epistles?
The epistles are the apostles. Are you talking about the apostles?
No, what can you?
Target acquired.
Eagle 1, first strike. You have permission to engage the target.
Warning, the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've already got a guest. How the hell are you, Coxwaylo?
I'm doing good.
That's awesome. That's the best. You know, it just doesn't get any better than that one.
That's my Spanish name, Coxuelo.
So
my sister's name Consuela. So
I got you. That's a likely story. It's okay though. It's all good. It's all good. It was a rough one last night, man. It was rough, but that last night was nothing compared to all of the nonsense that I had this afternoon and this morning and whatever, you know, when I woke up and we'll get into that. We're gonna have a good time with this. It's gonna be a good show. It's gonna be great. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know, we did do the debate show last night, and while it was fun and exciting, maybe more exciting than it probably should have been, there were multiple incidents, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of weirdness, you know, and man, we're going to talk a little bit about that. It's a chill stream, folks. You know what that means. It means I give even less of a fuck than normal. So, you know, but glad to have you, Tyler. How was your viewpoint on last evening's show?
honestly, the Thorpe girl did better than the memes suggested she would.
The memes.
She wasn't bad actually at throwing around some arguments. I kind of sad that she left. I wanted to see how far she could go, and as somebody that's let my anger get the best of me, I think EOD and Kel going back and forth like kind of like children there for a little bit, and then trying to get over it and jumping into a debate. And EOD's yelling at judges. Kel's fucking screaming at Gibbs, throwing books at the camera.
Oh, dude, hold on. I got the, for those of you who weren't here last night, hey, Stam, just give me 1 sec. You can keep talking. I just got to find this because you just reminded me, brother.
Yeah.
Bro.
Because I
haven't
mind staying up.
Keep going. I'm sorry.
I don't mind staying up, but that was like an hour of unneeded drama added on top of everything. That it is.
Yeah, it for sure was. But it was very interesting because I had really like no warning, right? You know what I mean? Like, I was just like, I was like, you know what? This is going to be cool, and it's going to be EOD and Kel. And all of a sudden, like out of fucking nowhere, she's like crying and like tears and all of this like mass drama, bro. Mass drama. And I was like, what the fuck?
At the end of the day, she is young.
Yes.
EOD kept going back and forth with her too. He's a little older and he's a dude. I kind of hold him to a higher standard for those reasons.
Sure. I agree with you. on that. I actually, and look, I really like you. I think EOD was not. I don't think EOD was necessarily out of line. He just didn't handle it the way that I think it probably should have been handled. But hey, you just can't.
I told you like multiple times that I'm not fucking like gonna respond to like. I can't understand like just a whole.
This was
like,
during the
wall
debate
of, like,
with Gibbs. That was great. That was great. And I got so my buddy sent me clips. It clipped it this morning. We haven't really like edited or anything, but we did clip it. And man, let me tell you, it is it's Captain Insano level stuff. And is
as much as I'm an equal rights fucking individualist, left winger, blah blah blah, make fun of me all you want. Like, I still can't help but feel bad when a girl starts crying. Like, it's.
Well, she was rage crying.
I know, but still, it still makes me feel.
I've never seen anybody rage cry like that. I was blown away, dude. Like, I was like, wait, what the fuck? Like, what is going on here? Like, why is she crying? Like, because normally I fully expected it to go a different way. Now this is actually happening during the debate with Admiral Gibbs, and this is what it looks like from her her camera's point of view.
I'm obviously not. I told you like multiple times that I'm not fucking like gonna respond.
Holy shit. Bro, grow up.
He was filibustering her. She did the right thing too. She talked over him and waited for a moderator to come in and split it up and say, "Don't talk over each other."
Well, I had to step in because she threw her phone. What the fuck?
No, I'm just giving EOD shit. He was watching a stream I was doing the night before. I threw up a gang sign, and that's not against TOS, but he was lecturing me about
I
could have got somebody banned.
Everybody's like, "Hey, you're going to need to take that down and delete it and all that." And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, if it gets flagged, because I get, YouTube will tell me if I'm flagged or what the fuck ever. So
yeah, no, I looked it all up. I don't say the OF word. I say Fansly because that's lesser known and blah blah blah. Like I know the terms of service and I dance around them sometimes a little closer than people are comfortable with, and I get that. But he was lecturing me on that, and he's a walking TOS. I thought it was ironic at the very. But yeah, no, dude's cool. He did pretty shitty last night based on some of his past performances too. I've seen him kind of tear people a new asshole in debates, and last night he was kind of
like really chill, wasn't he? Like Gibbs was like really laid back. I think and look, I'm not going to accuse him of simping at all, but he definitely is way more chill with females than he is. With most females than he is anything, normal people. So anyway, but that was crazy. That was crazy. So
nowhere near as that debate. I've been telling people I know in real life, you got to go watch my stream last night. This father and his daughter had a 10-minute long debate where they got super personal about him trying to pawn her off on some millionaire that was about to die so she could inherit his fortune, and then turn around and like take a load on her face and like all sorts of just foul things that a daughter and father should not be saying aloud to each other in private, let alone on the internet. That was
is throwing or knocking off your camera the same as table flip? Well, let's see.
I'll give you. No, I'm obviously not. I told you like multiple times that I'm not fucking like gonna respond to like. I can't understand like just a whole.
I don't know. What does that look like to you? I don't know. What was that?
That's the lady's equivalent to a table flip. She can't lift the table. Look at those arms.
Oh man, that was that clip is gonna be. It's so much gold. It's so much gold. It's so much gold, man. Like it honestly. I mean, it doesn't necessarily make her look that bad, right? He's like, what the fuck, Kel? Oh man. Oh, dude, I got my buddy sent me all of these really good clips from where I have been. You know, people have opinions about me, and I have interactions with them, and so let me find. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see what this. This is me being a straight up. Hang on, let me. I got this one's me. Well, maybe this is not it. Let's see. Anyway, so what? So anyway, I had multiple people last night that were like they couldn't be in the they couldn't be, or they didn't want to be on the panel. They didn't want to be in the chat because of the Thorpes were here. I had there was a lot of stuff, you know, like it was like I think that it took people a while to hey, Kissy Cat, good to see you. Good to see you, Agrillipus. Kissy Cat, you missed out last night. You did. If you guys want a link to come up, please don't hesitate to ask. We're gonna be looking over some cool footage tonight because you're on vacay? Nice. Now, well, oh, Cat, let me show you what you missed. Kissy Cat. Here we go.
Bro, I'm obviously not. I told you like multiple times that I'm not fucking like gonna respond.
And that's just so great. What? Let's do it again.
Bro, I'm obviously not. I told you like multiple times that I'm not fucking like gonna respond to like. I can't understand like, just a whole like.
Look at this. This is just great. I mean, that's.
Yeah. She's a work in progress. She's new to debate, so I can understand why.
But that was, I mean, honestly, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. It really wasn't that bad, guys. I mean, honestly, I've seen worse. I've seen worse crash outs, but it's awesome. It's legendary, to be honest.
Gibbs was filibustering a little bit in the beginning, and she was trying to like get in to cut him off, and he would not let her. And she just, there was aggression because there was like an hour's worth of drama before that she was one of the two people involved in. So she came back heated, and
yeah, Kissy Cat, I got to set this up for you. So Kel Kel was late. I guess she had some problems. Whatever, I don't know. She came in. She was actually really pretty okay, but right out of the gate, she gets muted, which is fine. Then she's going to debate EOD. And EOD apparently is banned from Twitch. Now, he had said that multiple times last night. Apparently, I didn't hear him, but I wasn't focused. But other people said, yes, he absolutely said, I'm banned on Twitch. I don't normally stream on Twitch, so I didn't know that was a thing, right? I am streaming, by the way, on Twitch now, so if you're banned, get the fuck out. I mean, just kidding, I don't care. And so Kel is being she goes from like everything is cool and she's ready for this debate to just like rage crying. She like, I can't even be here. She clicked out. She ran away. I'm like, EOD, I was literally like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what in the hell, man? And then of course everybody explains that, the Twitch thing is, not that big a deal. or not, or pardon me, it wasn't that it's not that big a deal, but that he had said that he wasn't. She could have. Everybody else was hiding him, I guess, except me. And Kel, and Kel kind of overreacted, and then she left and came back. And I thought she was calmed down. Did you think she was calm when she came back? I think she was calm.
Calmer than she was when she was screaming at people.
Right. Yeah, she was sure. And she was kind of calm, but then her and Gibbs and Castle went at each other. No, pardon me. EOD and Castle went at each other. Gibbs wins. That leaves Kel and Gibbs as the last debate. Kel is debating Gibbs, Gibbs and EOD went at each other. EOD was eliminated.
Castle. EOD actually won the debate,
but Kel and Gibbs go at it. Go at each other, and Gibbs actually starts out really like he was really kind of trying to be. Oh yeah, stream's still up, and I'm on Twitch. I just checked, and so as far as I know, anyway, I just checked. It was still there. That could be gone in 10 seconds. Who knows? But so we're just Gibbs is like Gibbs has got her to calm down. I thought he had her calm down, and they start debating, and Gibbs is just being Gibbs, and all of a sudden, bam. She goes a little psycho. Now this is another psycho. Now this is actually, I think, I haven't actually watched this clip in a long time, but this is me. There's this guy, Millionaire Bachelor, who's running around lying and just basically being a cockbag. And I don't like people that lie much. So that's what I think this is it. Let me see. Nope, that's not it. This is it. All right.
Get him, Grid One, laughing my fucking ass off. Steve Rochefort, Grid One brings a M2 flamethrower to pull it up.
Well, yeah, I just lit this dude up.
And then Pursuit of Faith. Thank you again for your kindness. Comes in with a big 50. I think Dollar Store Bachelor needs to check his estrogen level. I never saw a grown man screaming and crying like a child at Chuck E. Cheese until tonight. All right, that's pretty good. MB, you gotta laugh.
That was me laughing.
That's pretty good.
Look at he's raging.
Fucking Chuck E. Jesus. You look like you look so funny in the face mask thing. You're so weird, man. What is wrong with you?
These are good. These are good. All right, let's rock this back out. Okay, let's go.
No, that's not even funny. I'm gonna punch you. Grid One.
You're not gonna do anything but cry like a girl.
I'm gonna punch you.
You're a girl. And that suits. Well, actually, I'm sorry, Sarah. That is an insult to Sarah. You are not a girl. You're a bitch.
I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna punch you in the stomach.
Hey, it's CT, my man.
What's up, Grid? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm oh man, that's just great. This is great. I hope Kel is doing a lot better. I sent her the link and told her she could come up. But yeah, that was great. Millionaire Bachelor. I forgot about that guy. But I got sent this stuff today. It's great. It was. What did you think of that, there, Tyler? Did you have nothing to say? You missed.
It was funny, but I just don't know who that guy is. I've never met him before.
So he came out and he was running this Billionaire Bachelor scam, kind of, sort of, and basically he had these bunch of what he called the bachelors, and they were kind of like, there's probably like 15 or 20 of them, and they were just kind of running around, and he claimed to be a multi-millionaire, claimed that he had video of him, or supposedly of him, driving this Porsche, around, and he's just really like a it was really just bad. It was just a bad deal for him all the way around. And one night, and he had said some things to me, and one of the things that he had done is he had gone through this deal was don't forget, I forgot the helicopter ride. So he had offered to give Andrew Wilson to fly him out to like Alaska to go on this like bear hunt or some shit, and fly in a helicopter and all this kind of stuff. He was just basically like flexing like he had a bunch of money, and he was basically just he was really just being a girl, right? And so he is on this video call with Andrew, and suppose they're trying to straighten this shit out. And in the middle of it, he's like, "Look at my house. Look at my, nobody but a millionaire could have this. Nobody but a millionaire could do this." And painted on this wall is you're actually going to Alaska to hunt bear. That's awesome, Kissy Cat. So painted on the wall of the building behind, that was next to him, was this really large artwork, and it's actually famous in the area. So the guy was saying that he was in New York. So somebody from Andrew's chat, which come on, right out of the gate that you just you shouldn't tempt the Crucible ever. They're like sharks, bro. They're like sharks. And so somebody did a reverse image search on Google, found out where this famous picture's from. This guy said he painted the picture, but it wasn't in New York. It was in Philadelphia. This guy's like, "Man, I'm in Manhattan, man. You come on out to Manhattan. We'll hang. We'll go to the club. We'll do." He's just being all like super baller. And he was nobody. He was nobody. And so they pulled his once they had the image search done, then they found the address. And once you have the address, you can run a record search and find out not only who owns it, but what they paid for it and all this stuff. And everybody's like, "You're so full of shit." And then he claimed he owned the whole, like all of the buildings in this little area. Right. And he said he converted these like 4 townhouses into a mansion. And it was horseshit because all of the names were different and all that kind of stuff. And it was crazy, man. And I called him out on it. I'm like, no, none of this is real.
I am not one to trust internet sleuthing because I feel like it's a lot of people taking it, like the Epstein thing. People will take a couple nuggets of truth and then put their headcanon on it, and then that headcanon will get accepted as fact. And the next nugget of truth, you find a way to puzzle piece it in there with a little bit of.
I actually checked the real estate records myself.
Oh yeah, he could have had maybe silent partners. Very rare case. Chances are you're 100%.
Said that would have been cool.
Yeah. Chances are you're 100% right, though. Most people come on the internet and lie. I've told 1 or 2 maybe blown up truths about some things in life in the past, but nothing too out of like pocket. So, but yeah, now people do that. Come on here and pad their own ego. So hilarious! You caught them in real time too. So I did some research because I understand. Look, I understand real estate. I do a lot of it. And he's like, and so none of the things that he said added up. And then it all started unraveling, right? Like there was no cars, there's no helicopter, there's no nothing, right? Like it's all bullshit. And I think he's more or less just disappeared. He basically got called out, and he was trying to flex. And basically what he was trying to do is he was trying to gain internet clout by going after Andrew. And then coming after other people. But I was like, dude, I'll meet you in Manhattan tomorrow, bro. I can get on a plane right now. So It's just interesting. People think that that's a good tactic. The thing is, if he was anonymous, he could be back already under a different screen name, trying a completely different tactic.
Sure, yeah, and I'm positive. Well, I don't know, the way his voice and mannerisms were. That's the thing, is that sooner or later people figure out that it's you, right? Because of the way way people do things. Very few people are capable of
actors and sociopaths.
yeah. Very few people are capable of actually reinventing themselves. Kissy Cat says she's going to Alaska to do the bear hunt. You said you're going on your honeymoon there, right? I just got back from there.
We're going to go when the Aurora Borealis happens, and you can see it from Alaska. We're going to go, so it's going to be slightly delayed. Right now, the reason I have free time is she's doing some last-minute sewing alterations to her wedding dress that I'm not allowed to see. So she, for the first time since we moved in together, she's like, "Can you go to your computer?" So it's usually the opposite.
Right? Go away, young man. Go away. During the stream last night, I had several people message me that they could not be on with the Thorpes. And part of that is because the Thorpes have this tactic of being degenerate, and they will bring your family or your kids into the argument, which, a lot of people, including myself, I consider that off limits. Now, I don't really care because I'll just come back hard at you. But other people do really get bent around and wrapped around an axle about this. And they expressed last night that several people, actually, that they couldn't be on the stream, or they didn't want to be on the stream because they were kind of concerned that they might say what they mean, which is fine by me, or something like that. And they were out of the respect for the show. And I get that, but at the same time, I would truly rather. I'm not just saying this. I mean, I really would rather someone literally tear somebody up on my stream and be honest and real about it than run away and hide. Right? What's up, Michelle? How are you? Good to see you.
I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychiatrist, but I just want to say what I noticed was once the dad was gone and just in the chat, and it was just the young lady, her persona changed, her tactics changed. She was polite. She was waiting her turn. She was really pretty. I have no complaints. In fact, I thought she did a pretty good job.
I did too. I have that. I've had that same experience with Grace Thorpe. When Ben's involved, Ben is angling for and look, make no mistake, Grace is too. It's just in a different way. They're angling for the not the gotcha, but they're angling for the drama, right? They're angling for the additional drama, and some people just don't like it. Now, this is what bugs me. Okay, most of my audience comes from whatever. They follow Red Pill. They follow all of these things, and they will sit there and watch with bated breath Andrew tearing apart some trollop who admits that she sucked 30 dicks in a night, and they're totally okay with that. But when I have someone up here who's actually acting like a normal person, and when asked about, hey, you've been kind of a degenerate, they go, yeah, I have, whatever. Somehow my show is bad. Somehow my show sucks, right? And that's, to me, I was like, you know what? I don't know how to please you fuckers. Okay, I thought about it all day today. I was like, I'm not going to come down harder on people than I have to. And you've seen me, I come down hard on people, and I don't really allow a lot of bullshit to go on.
Yeah, Mel got the hammer.
What's that?
Mel got the hammer.
Yeah, Mel. Well, yeah, I mean, I let Mel up here because Mel, and I really shouldn't. And I war with myself every time Mel is here. That dude pisses me off I know they're completely bad faith. I know he's going to be bad faith. No matter what the decision is, he's going to bitch. No matter what the decision is. If he wins, he's going to bitch. If he loses, he's going to bitch. At the end of the day, the dude is a bitch. And I just don't really, dude, I'm at the point where I'm in the same place that Sarah and everyone else is. I just don't know that I want that fucker back on my show, like ever.
Yeah, after the meltdown and whatnot, I think completely it's disruption.
But that's every time, bro. That's every time. I know that's the first time you've seen it.
No, this is the third time I've judged Mel. I would say the first time, much better at debating. I was impressed the first time, and since then it's just been strings of disappointments over and over and over and over. So, but no, like, yeah, in terms of entertainment, drama, shit going on, that was the most fun I've had on the show, but it also went on till 3 a.m. Probably the latest.
Did go on, and I was trying to end at 1, and we were on schedule to end at 1, brother, 1:30, and all of a sudden just, and yeah. And what's up, Chuck? Good to see you, my man. Good to see you. This is an open panel. It's a chill stream. If you want the link, you'll have to ask me to drop it because I haven't dropped it in the mods chat. But if you want to come up, that's fine. I'm probably going to duck over into Abe's chat a little later, or go on his channel and just kind of chill with him for a minute. I can honestly say that I have given Mel every opportunity, and I don't feel the need to do that anymore at all. I'm a little, look, I'm on the, again, if this were whatever and I was having these degenerates on here, nobody would have a problem with what I'm doing. But because I don't know, I don't understand. I had someone who has supported this channel since basically day one send me a message saying basically that, they love my channel, wish me nothing but success. But they tuned out listening to the Thorpes, and I didn't think the Thorpes were that bad.
That first one, whew, man.
But come on, compared to some other debates, some of the shit that Gibbs has said, some of the shit he said last night.
Yeah, but he's like entertaining and kind of doing it in the moment of debate. Gibbs isn't like, they were talking about like some really personal shit.
I've come to the conclusion that all of it is fucking soap opera drama. All of it.
It was icky to watch a little bit.
If they swore they were lying, I would not believe them. I would think they were doing it for the grip. They were doing it to start drama. And look, hey man, no shame in that game. Be the thing that you want to be, right? And they're good at it. They've got a following. They have, they make money doing it. I think they make more than me. I think they make more than people who have more followers than they do. Right? So hey, totally awesome, dude. Great. But
it reminded me of Jerry Springer.
To be honest, again, Ben was the one that kind of goes, and he always goes over the top, and he does it the same exact way. Andrew Wilson will say, well, what if what about anal sex? Are you okay with anal sex with, or whatever? And in the exact same way. Right. Now, I did think that is it wrong to have sex with a dead person? Right. I mean, he says that. That's an argument that he uses. And Ben and Andrew used to argue together, and Ben is doing is tweaking it to be a little more sexual and a little bit more shock value.
There definitely was that when he asked his daughter to take a load on her face from some dude.
That was see, right, that's it. And it's Never Lucky Rubber Ducky said that he thought the Thorpes were funny, but in an insane way. Then that's what they're going for. And then once he was off the stage, she did a great job. I thought she did a great job. I thought she did a great job. I think her arguments were cogent. I think that they were actually very sound. I think that they had no, I couldn't really find an issue with their arguments. So, I thought it was cool. The only real thing that I did, and obviously we exposed a problem last night, and that is the muting of people. So we have to fix that. Kissy Cat, you should come up and hang out. It's too bad you didn't get to see the show last night, Kissy Cat.
But I think I'm going to switch over full-time to YouTube anyways. After that discussion we were having yesterday and how easy Twitch is. Like, I'm not even right-wing. I just side with the right-wing maybe 50, now 60% of the time in this current era. And that's enough to get me in trouble on Twitch. People are constantly telling me I'm tap dancing on TOS lines for things that aren't even that bad.
I quit streaming on Twitch because, first of all, I wasn't making any money there. That's a problem. Second, I watched Rob Noor get banned for arguing with Connor, and Connor was the one dropping N-bombs left and right. Connor got banned for like 2 days. Wick didn't even get banned at all. And I'm like, but Rob caught a ban, and I think he's just now, and this was months ago, I think he's just now back on the
getting less viewers than I am. Like, he's getting nobody. Then you go over to his YouTube, he's got like 300 people there. Like, I don't even know why he goes on Twitch anymore, to be honest. He doesn't need it. It doesn't help him.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the same thing. Pentuple and I were talking about it. He's going to move Mega headquarters over to YouTube as well.
Yeah. Yeah. And once you're on YouTube, people will start bugging you to go to Rumble, but I do not have that much luck. Now, Rumble is great if you're archiving, right? And this is something I'm considering doing. I'm considering doing the same thing that Andrew Wilson does. I'm going to follow his pattern, I think. And that is like if we were streaming and like last night, we had all of that drama. The minute the show ends, it's gone private, or we make the video private and we edit it and port it over to to Rumble behind a paywall, so that you have to be a member to see it, and then nobody can do anything. So, but yeah, it's pretty good that way, and yeah, pretty cool. But I just can't. I can't do. I mean, the thing is, if I could make money on Twitch, I would do it. But I don't think I can make money on Twitch.
I just hit affiliate a couple of months back. I think I cleared $60 my first month, and then like 30 my second. And it's like I take the fiance out to dinner, and that's but I got a job and shit. I'm only doing this 2-3 days a week, oftentimes for other people's panels. I don't really stream solo, so I'm not expected to make bank, and I don't do any of the shit necessary to grow. I don't participate in drama. I don't attack people. I don't do any of that stupid shit. So I'm just here to debate politics for fun. So I probably would have a little more luck, but not much more on YouTube. I just don't want to be restricted from being funny. I'm not saying anything too obscene. I'm not
sure,
but I keep hearing.
But some things can be misinterpreted.
Yeah.
What's up, Caucasian Sasquatch? How the hell are you, sir? Kissy Cat, I don't think you can go to bed yet. I think it's in your contract that you have to stay until later. Go full Logan Paul, get a ring, ring girls, and for 1v1 debate. So I might actually do that for the live debate when we have that in. Something. Your jokes last time went a little far there, man bun. That's not fun. That's not even a roll. That's.
I think the joke was I made a joke about 17-year-olds or something like that, and like, bro, I grew up listening to Rolling Stones, fucking Kiss has a song, and the Beatles have a song. One of the Beatles, Paul McCartney, like all of them have these songs about dating 16-year-olds and pursuing teenagers, and none of them are canceled. You know, Michael Jackson,
DIY's cooking you. Sort of looks like a Girl Sprout. That's funny. That's funny.
I'm about to get my hair cut.
She was only 17. It's a great song.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. So, like, just to make a joke about it when I'm over there denouncing it the rest of the stream.
What gets me, and I personally, I got to be honest with you. I personally, like, if my neighbor came over, both of them are at my age or close to it. My neighbors came over and said, "Yeah, you know, I'm leaving the wife for this 17-year-old chick." I'd probably beat their ass, but because it's illegal, it's illegal here, and it's a little creepy.
Yeah, disgusting.
But it was funny because I forget who was making the argument last night, but they were like, well, it's, it was Jebtan, I think. And he was saying that, well, you can't have these, you can't date these 16-year-old women. And I was like, wait a minute. You can in Germany. That's the age of majority in Germany, baby.
14 in France, yeah.
I don't even know if there is an age majority in Thailand. I mean, so again, this is one of the things that really annoys me about Americans, and it annoys me to be one when it happens. But we'll get to that. $5 from Chuck in Tennessee. I figure since Woman shook you down, 8M owed $300 for finding the loophole. That's funny. Just kidding. I found the loophole. That's for fucking sure. I definitely need ring girls. Hey, Kissy Cat, dress out, show up. Or is it dress up, show out? Either way works for me. So you're good.
One chick with like 10 different bikinis between every round. She just walks out with a sign and a different bikini on. That's it. You're good to go. No one's looking at your face anyways.
Yeah. That's funny. $2 from Otis Driftwood. Thanks for the stream, man. You're so welcome. I enjoy doing this. We got Beth. What did we get Beth?
Well, Beth could be the ring girl, is what I was saying.
Oh yeah. Beth could be the ring girl. Yeah.
I like Beth.
Could be the ring girl.
I think that she was like a sleeper debater. I underestimated.
You are not a ring grandma. That is just bad behavior. Bad behavior. So yeah. I know. I thought Jeb Tan the other night was just being completely bad faith. Maybe I'm wrong.
He's not bad faith. He's low info. He doesn't debate much anymore. He just reads headlines and tweets and things like that. Like when I was talking to him in the group chat about the CBO rating and 1.8% growth is what was projected by the CBO for 10 years in order to come up with the numbers they did about the 1 trillion in cuts, but 4.5 trillion in tax reductions, how it adds to the deficit and blah, blah, blah. And I was trying to explain to him, if you're bringing in more tax revenue, then that cuts the deficit down. And it's estimated about 3.1% growth over those 10 years. We'll see Trump's big, beautiful bill actually be a net positive to the economy or to government spending. And he just couldn't comprehend this. He thought I was just making it up. I'm like, bro, it's in the CBO score. Here's what the CBO score says. And I'm like linking him things. He just couldn't process he just thought the CBO score was the truth. Whereas like all they're doing is making an estimate based off of a stagnant number, and it's the average growth. And I get why they do it. I'm not hating on them for it, but you have a right to question it.
If that's true, that makes a lot of sense.
That's what Beth said in the administration said, that if we can get it to 3.1% growth for those 10 years, we'll actually be taking in more than we're spending for the first time since Bill Clinton. And it's undeniable if you look at the math for it. It's just when you tell people that, they don't understand that the CBO estimate is just an estimate based off of average numbers.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it's all interesting to me, man. Like it's really crazy the way people, I mean, right now, you know, really what my biggest annoyance, to be honest with you, is, he drinks a lot during the debate. He can only be beat by Nina. That's true. They both, apparently, I didn't know he was drinking, but Nina gets plastered. I mean, how she even walks is crazy to me. Like, that is nuts.
It's kind of rude, too. Like, you're trying to have a discussion about shit, and she's drunk and just interrupting you and saying dumb shit.
Belligerent.
I told her, like, bitch, you need to switch to water. It's getting fucking ridiculous at this point.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I have people basically, I have multiple people, I'm not going to out who they are, but multiple people saying, you know, that last night I shouldn't have let the Thorpes on. I disagree. I'll have anybody on the show that is going to behave themselves. I would even, you know, obviously we can't let Imperius up anymore because, you know, he literally flirted with TOS and, you know, I can't risk that. But most people, as long as they're willing to behave, fine, right? I'm pretty selective about the people I let up anyway.
Honestly, like Grace, in my opinion, her performance last night made me reset everything.
But she wants to be back in debate, and it was, you know, it was. I hope that you know she sees the value in coming back, and we'll change things so that, you know, there's a little bit less pressure. You know what I'm getting? I think it's funny that the same people that lose. So it's interesting. We have people that lose every week, right? I mean, there can only be one, right? It's kind of like the Highlander. There can only be one. So knowing that that's the case, you know, you have a high percentage chance of being eliminated. Now, we have some guests who are like, yeah, man, it was a great time. Happy to be here. Thank you for the show, man. It was awesome. I really, you know, really enjoy flexing my mental muscles, and they're out, right? And then we have other people who fight, and they can't be wrong. And if they get literally wrong, if they feel like they got it, that you got it wrong, they'll sit there and argue with you. They'll sit there, or they'll say, well, you know, show's rigged. Judges hate everybody with this. We've had a different, it was just now that Gibbs became the, well, actually Beth had a streak of like 2 in a row, and Gibbs has had a streak of 2 in a row since we've been doing this. And like, it's almost always a different person, you know?
I will say, since I voted against Lethe Water Eyes and that dog, Vince Wilson, that's his name, neither of them have spoken to me since. So they argued with me in DMs and on Twitch for that whole night, and then I haven't spoken to either of them since.
Who's that?
Lethe Water Cry or whatever, the bald black dude, small eyes. He was on here arguing about DEI with
right. Yeah.
Him, and then Dog Pound Vince Wilson. He used to be a right winger. He's now a left winger. Did a switch overnight when Trump got elected. Neither of them have spoken to me since I voted against them, and they're just, both of them still think they won their respective debates. And I'm like, bro, I'm one of 3 judges. Other judges agree with me if you lost. Like, sorry, but
right. Yeah, that's the thing, is that it's 3 judges. Like, it's not like, it's very hard to actually rig it, right?
I voted against Gibbs. Like, Gibbs is the dude probably propping me up the most on the internet, getting me on shows, getting me new people to beat in debates. You know, he's the one that got me Soy Pill and Dylan Burns and Wick and all these people, served them up on a platter so I could slaughter them with the risk of them never coming on one of his shows again, because, you know, it was good content, but, you know, they all came back. But I owe him a bit for that, and, you know, I voted against him last night. So it is what it is. I'm trying to be as fair as possible.
$5 comes in from Chuck in Tennessee. Grid, just my opinion. Some of your debate topics get rather degenerate for me. I don't disagree. They got a little degenerate for me too. But let me posit this for you, right? Anson has this, and he has expressed this to me multiple times, that he believes that it is to the benefit of the show to have some degeneracy, some kind of flair, some kind of more controversy, that sort of thing, right? And I fight against that. But if nobody's going to pick a debate, if they're going to sit there and just agree with each other, then what can I do, right? Besides that, if we're not going to fight against I can't sit over here in an echo chamber and talk about degeneracy. We have to bring it over here and beat it into submission. That's just my opinion. And look, I understand, obviously, again, I had a litany of DMs and email, or not emails. And, I had a lot of people who were like, this is wrong, Grid. Why are you doing this? This isn't your show. This is how you do things. You're the good guy. Yeah, I'm the good guy, confronting bad guys and giving you a chance to see bad guys make bad arguments and get kicked off. And if they win, then we know how their argument's going to go and we can work against it. That's my opinion. You're part of Never Lucky Rubber Ducky is part of the Degenerates Discord. Okay.
On the end of the day, too, like some of the streamers that you're having on here, like Kel is a degen streamer. She's not a political streamer, and she gave you that awesome clip just for having her on twice. So,
yeah. And the thing is that it's okay. Doghouse, who I don't know who that is, talks shit about you on his epic streams with one viewer. Oh, that's cool. Link me, baby. Well, he'll have 2 viewers.
Doghouse it's Vince Wilson. He came on here the same night Lethe came on and debated. I think he won one and lost one. And then he just stayed in my DMs for like an hour after that arguing with me. And I'm like, bro, I voted for you the first time. I thought your argument sucks. You lost 3-0 in the judges. Like, it wasn't just me. You got blown out, according to everybody. I don't understand why you're so, the one that really bothered me was when I brought Alex Kirst on. You were telling me to find people, since I'm at least slightly left-wing, as far as you can be while being honest. And I brought, left-wingers I knew, and that guy fucking spurred out, started screaming at everybody, calling people names and shit. I was embarrassed. Like, what are you doing? But then everyone, started telling me the bro's drunk. Like, he's just having a drunk rambling session. So,
I mean, I don't have any, look, remember, guys, and I've made this really fucking clear, I was a degenerate for 10 years. I didn't have a girlfriend because I didn't want one. I had people that I entertained. Right? And that's just what it is. What is it with the hair? Oh, dear, oh, dear. I don't actually know. It started last night. It's continuing through today. I have no... I don't know.
No, I just don't like it in my eyes. I'm not used to having long hair. I don't like it. It is what it is.
I don't think Anson's in the chat.
I'm rocking it. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. I'm rocking it. It's staying.
Chuck, I don't think Anson's in the chat right now. He could be. I'm not paying that close attention, but I haven't seen him. Or a screen name that could be him. Otis Driftwood says my hair and beard are better than yours. That's probably true. He's working on it. He just got sober 5 weeks ago. Cut him some slack.
Otis, I will definitely vote you off again for that comment. Remember, I'm the judge. Now, I kind of want to debate next week, too, to be honest with you. You seem to still be
I like to rotate through. I like to rotate through.
Next week, actually, I'm lying. I'm not going to be able to be there. I have a wedding at 10 a.m. the next morning, so I'm going to be in bed by the time you start.
Dude, come on. You can't sleep on your wedding night. You got to come here, hang out.
No, we're going to be at a B&B and everything. So, yeah, last night, too, during the stream, my fucking credit card, somebody got my credit card number somehow. I had like $5,000 worth of fraudulent charges. I had to, I was on the phone at one point during the stream. I had to call the representatives from my bank and get my credit card turned off and my account frozen, too. So that's fucking great to happen right before you get married. You lose your access to your credit card. But it's life. I'm good. We got enough.
So what let me ask you, man, was that like an Amex or something?
Oh,
because I had a similar thing happen with I had a Chase Visa. I have a Chase Visa. It's a Southwest Visa, and some jackass got the number. Don't know how. And I get this. I get a call from the credit card company say, "Hey, are you buying appliances in North Carolina?" And I said, "Well, not with this card. I wouldn't. I've got a Home Depot card. I would buy the appliances on my Home Depot card and get get the cash back and shit." And they're like, "Huh? Well, X amount of dollars of appliances have been charged," and I'm like, "Well, interesting." So Chase, my Chase Visa and my Amex have been solid. I did have a problem with Discover where I had a little bit of credit card fraud, which it's just going to happen. And it took more effort than I thought it should to make it work. So, but yeah. You're muted. You muted yourself.
I'm getting shit talked because of my hair. My name is Coxuelo because my twin sister is Mexican and her name is Consuela. So we're just keeping our names in par. If anyone missed that,
Consuelo.
Yeah, Consuelo.
Okay, so Consuelo, Coxuelo. I got it. That's weird, but okay.
There's a joke my dad told me about it. I just can't remember the punchline.
I almost missed it the first time. I was like, what is he trying to say? I was like, oh, okay. Yeah.
It's like, what do you call it? I think it's like, what do you call a Mexican woman with like no legs? Consuelo or something like that. I can't remember.
Oh, I thought that was, yeah. A Latina. So apparently Elle is closing tonight. So she's gonna be like super, super late. She's like, I was like, Kel, what are you doing? And she's like, I was like, where? And then she's like, I sincerely apologize. Oh, don't explain the name, dog. That's funny. Lower is better. What are we talking about here? What is low? What lower is better? Body count, hopefully. It's very interesting that the same people who will sit and watch whatever, or even Flow Stream, like Flow Stream is way more degenerate than mine. You had $2,700 charge to eHarmony and $1,900 for concert tickets. What the? Somebody partying. Somebody living that millionaire bachelor life.
Well, I don't want to dox myself, but I work in the credit card industry, so I'm like the wrong person to try to do that shit to. I know exactly how to handle it and get all my money back and fuck the person over that's doing it. So,
yeah, that's true. That's true.
It does hurt the business though that they spend it on because they get a chargeback fee. But sorry.
Yeah. So, what do you think? Moist Mafia up. That's funny. So I actually did think Grace Thorpe did exceedingly well. I'm going to tell her so the next time I see her. I think she is pissed at me because of the muting. And I get that, but at the same time, try not to be a crybaby, right?
Kel apparently reached out to her, jumped on her kick, subscribed, waited 30 minutes, and reached out and said, "You should come back." He's going to not do that anymore or something. But then the whole event happened.
Yeah. Then Kel crashed. So, Kissy Cat, did you see what you missed last night? Here, let me pull that back up because it's so good. It's so good. So good. I can't believe it too. And look, I don't know. This was crazy. This was crazy town. This was absolute nuts.
I'll give you. Bro, I'm obviously not. I told you like multiple times that I'm not fucking like gonna respond to like.
It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. So good. Oh my god, it is. I mean, and it's even better from the other angle. I got the other angle too. Stand by. I'll throw the other angle up. The other angle is just great. Like, I got to get this put to music. Like,
I can't understand like just a whole like wall. Bro, I'm obviously not. I told you like multiple times that I'm not fucking like gonna respond to like. I can't understand like just a whole like wall of like text. You can like say something and respond or not, but I'm like you're like obviously I'm not gonna engage with your argument like that. Like what? Like that's so lame. That's so lame.
So good, so good. The double. She's a passionate girly. It was so good. So good. So good. Send E-Link already. Hang on. I'm ready to agree the negative. Okay. I don't know what the negative is on that one. She's a passionate girly, though. Right? And she can vote. Oh, that's funny. Oh, my God. I can't wait to show her. Wait, actually, I'm going to show her. I'm going to send it to her on Discord. I really should. No, I'll wait till she's here, because that'll be way better. And she could show it to people at work. She's probably watching this at work right now, showing people at work, and they're like, "What are you doing, Kel? You're violent."
They're not deporting Khalil yet. That's really pissing me off.
What's all this Keemstar stuff? Save Keemstar. What the fuck is that? I don't know what that is.
I don't follow that. I want this fucking dude in Colombia to get deported. The one that was handing out pamphlets for Hamas and shit, calling for the death of all Zionists and things like that.
The problem is there's so many leftist judges that can stop it, and just be like, "Oh no, I'm a circuit court judge and we're putting a hold on this." It's just so bad. It's really bad that we have that it's come down to lawfare.
It is, but at the end of the day, all this shit's getting parsed out. The SCOTUS is ruling on it, and things are going away. Like judge shopping was a thing for 100 years, even though it didn't happen at the rate it's happening now, and now that shit's gone. So nationwide injunctions for district courts, that's gone now too. Like they're losing all these things that they've been able to abuse, and not saying that it was just them. Gun rights advocates have also used these injunctions as well, and they were saying like,
that's something great to talk. I got to do a show about this. You saw what happened, right? Cleaner was talking about it.
Mm-mm.
All right, so the left has made a couple of big errors lately, and one of the biggest ones they made. Now he was talking about the that's the wrong button. Sorry. Hang on, stand by. Whoops. There we go. I think that's it. All right. So what they did is when they passed the big beautiful bill, they got the HPA in its original language. What that means is that so the entire reason that we have the NFA is in, I think it was 1936. There was a court case that declared the NFA unconstitutional because it instituted a registry, and you can't have a registry of firearms. Kissy cat, you gotta stay. Don't go. Stay. We're gonna talk guns. Ish. Not much, but some. Night. No. So they're anyway. So in 1936, they said the reason that they were allowed, or the reason that it was allowed to move forward, and the NFA to exist, was that it was considered not a registry for guns. It was a registry to show that the stamp had been paid for. Right. So all they were really doing was it was basically booking in that the tax stamp had been paid for. And now the way the HPA reads is that suppressors are not, there's no tax. You pay zero tax. So the next step is and I think 45 days now is when it takes effect. There's already lawsuits being drafted. They're already submitted saying that, hey, you can't have the NFA anymore because there's no reason to. Because there's no tax on the suppressors. And they're just going to just dismantle it step by step by step. It's going to be awesome. It's really, really going to be awesome. So, and they're doing the same thing with a couple of other. I mean, they're basically, even though the left always talks like they're winning, the things that are getting passed are help the right. So. The only thing that I'm really concerned about is all of this, like they changed the 14th Amendment to read that you become an American citizen and have the rights of American citizen at basically conception. And that's going to literally destroy all pro-life arguments. All of them. Or pardon me, not pro-life, pro-choice. All the pro-choice arguments that it's just a bundle of cells until it's 28 days, all of that, it can't be. Because currently the government has said, and it's part of the 14th Amendment to the Constitution, that the minute, even if it's just a couple of cells, it has rights of a citizen. And that's going to be...
That goes into a different argument, though. Like this has been brought up. The abortion argument that I usually side with is more of a practical one. But we do have rights for U.S. citizens, but when you're under the age of adulthood, those rights are sometimes limited or left to the parents' decision, and blah blah blah. And the argument there is that if this human being isn't born yet, technically the mother has the decision on their right of life up to a certain point, is what's being argued.
I don't think they'll be able to argue that successfully, because then they'll just say, so does that mean that the second the baby's born, you can cut its throat?
Yeah, like where does that stop? Like you're saying born right now. What if we go back to 2 years old?
The logic train is that if you're conferring rights as a citizen to it when it's 2 cells, then you have no right to end that life, because it would be the same as killing a citizen. It would be the same as killing your child. So, yeah, going to be rough going to be a rough one for the lefties to fight back from. It's going to be tough. So, But anyway, getting back to last night and all of the other drama of the past few weeks, it's going to be interesting to see. So Anson Knowles left early last night. He basically sent me a DM in not in Discord, but in the private chat on the stream, I believe that, or maybe it was on Discord. And basically, he said that something had come up, and he, family stuff, and he had to go, and that Mr. Boulay could handle it from there. And I can't, I'm really hoping that everything's okay. And I'm also at the same time, I'm hoping that whatever, that it wasn't the case that he felt like everybody was complaining about his prompts, and he took it, and he ended up taking it a little more personally than he should have. But we'll see.
One of his prompts, I don't remember exactly what it was. I think everyone unanimously was like, "Bro, that's a little too much." Like,
yeah, and it's we'll see how it works, but so yeah,
it is what it is. You win some, you lose some. But no, if he said something came up and found an adequate replacement, I'm sure he's.
Yeah. No, it's totally fine. I'm really excited about this giving away the silver coins thing. That's going to be legit.
I was going to jump in that one when you guys have it.
Yeah, right.
It can be entertaining. I'd like to win debates based on having the better argument and better points and things like that. But if I have to be entertaining and loud and make people say, "Wow," I can do that too.
It would be really cool to have. It's going to be really cool in November when we have the modern day debate stuff here. So it's going to be awesome. I did see Grace and Modern Day Debate in their Discord debate forum or group arguing they were arguing basically the Christian ethics around. So I forget what it was, but it was really interesting. The subjects that they were trying to debate, and the Thorpes take positions that are absolutely controversial. Like, even if they don't believe that in them, which I'm not saying they don't. Like, I have no idea about these people, but it's a rough one. But so you're gonna what are you doing tomorrow? What did you say you were doing?
I don't remember.
You got like a rehearsal dinner or something?
No. We're watching The Sopranos again. That's really it.
Binge watching.
Yeah, nothing really crazy.
I've never binge. I don't know that I've ever binge watched anything.
It's not really been. It's been about 3 weeks, and we're on season 4 still. So it's kind of just normal watching 2 episodes before bed or something like that. But no, nothing. No, I'm busy with work and shit like that. Like, I'm just out here living life, trying to get that funds up. So I just come on here for good political debates and to have people to bounce ideas off with. Which is why it's kind of sad that Scott's angry at me, because as much as I think he's a little bit of a nutcase with some of his beliefs, he's a smart dude and he's a good person to bounce things off of. So
Gibbs is awesome. Yeah. Gibbs is actually really
Fabian Liberty is what I'm talking about.
Fabian Liberty is as well. I really like Fabian Liberty a lot.
He got a little bit of a tizzy because of some of my jokes and my gang sign. And he's a smart dude. As much as I think he's a libertarian because he's a contrarian and he likes to find this stance that he can argue that nobody agrees with. He can constantly spar with everyone he meets more than he actually believes it, but he does believe it, seems like. And I don't know, but he's a really intelligent dude. He can pick apart people's arguments accurately. I like hanging around him. So I'm kind of sad that he didn't like my sense of humor, but that's fucking life, baby.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I think it's I personally really, really like Fabian Liberty as a human being. I think that some of his takes are wild. But at least he has a logical explanation for them, right?
Some of them. The other night we were on Gibbs, he was venting about how our government is run by secret pedophile rings.
I was there. I was there for that. Yeah,
I called him out on that specifically. He's like, yeah, some people do think that, but I don't. And I'm like, bro, you're the one I'm calling out here.
Yeah, and he brings it up a lot. I mean, he really does. So I've got this. I'm going to show this debate. This is that guy, modern Millionaire Bachelor again. So you're going to like this. You haven't seen me. Hold on, guys, give me a second.
I'm a Catholic.
Give me a second with the man. Give me a second with the man. Give me a second with the man.
Can I go head to head with grade one?
Let's go, bro.
All right, let me read this one super chat, and then, gentlemen, I'll give you the speed date from Hal. Ticky Tack coming with Big 10. Grid is looking like an Irish mobster. Yes, you are, Grid. We love all of your little hats. All right, gentlemen.
I'm a man of many hats.
Yeah, go one up head to head with him.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Because I like exposing liars.
Hold on. Yeah. How much my house cost?
How much did your house cost, dude? When I look it up, it's like 900 grand, dude. Even today.
So who the fuck can buy that but a millionaire?
Anybody that can put up $50,000 down for a mortgage, dummy.
No, that's not how it works in Philadelphia.
That is exactly how it works everywhere. What are you, liar? What do you lie?
Let me explain.
Oh, stop, motherfucker.
You're
running. Stop running your. No. Stop running your moneymaker. Stop swerging. No, we're not going anywhere until you answer the fucking question.
Okay, we're not
going anywhere until you answer the fucking question.
We're not going nowhere.
Shut the fuck up and answer the question.
Bitch, you shut the fuck up.
Answer the question.
No, let me get this out.
You are a dumbass. Answer the question.
You're a dumb bitch and you're a fucking hater. Let me get this out.
I'm not a hater at all. I love exposing fakers. I love exposing fakers. I love it. There's nothing more than there's nothing I like more than that.
You want to keep yelling or you want me to speak? Which one?
I want you to answer the question.
Okay, let me speak.
Answer the question.
Let me speak then. First of all, when I bought my house, the conventional loan limits in Philadelphia was $525,000. So if my house is worth,
well, you must have had crappy credit. Then I'm sorry to hear that for you.
Let me speak.
I'm sorry that you have crappy credit, sir.
The conventional loan limits in Philadelphia was $525,000. So if my house is not,
I have a real estate agent in the chat, sir.
Damn, you're not gonna let me get it out.
You just keep spurging, and you can't talk like a human being. So no, I don't want to hear anything more from you. You will now listen to me, sir. Sir, shut up and listen to common sense. Listen, shut up. Shut up. Hey, yo.
No, I gotta say what I'm gonna say. I gotta say what I'm gonna say.
Shut up and listen.
No.
You are not the man here, sir. You are the bitch. You are my bitch right now. You are my bitch right now. Yes, sir. Yes, you are, because you can't shut your fucking mouth.
That old bitch that's hating on a young motherfucker.
You cannot shut your mouth.
My house is worth.
Shut up. Your house is worthless, sir. I could buy you 4 times.
Loan limits in Philadelphia is $525,000.
I don't care, sir.
Loan limits in Philadelphia.
I don't care. By the way, that was a lie. I don't care. I can't help it that you have bad credit, sir.
The convention.
I can't help it. You have bad credit. You showed a fake deed, sir. You were called out on it, sir. You keep coping, sir. But you lied. You're a liar, and you got caught, and you're going to continue to get caught.
You're a hater.
I'm not a hater, sir.
Just shut the fuck up.
I've told you to shut up, and you keep talking.
Shut the fuck up.
I told you to shut up, and you keep talking.
I'm about to say what I'm going to say. If you can shut the fuck up. The convention.
Okay, this goes on a while.
I tried looking him up. The dude doesn't seem to exist anymore.
Oh no, I'm sure he ran the fuck away. Oh man, that was funny. So later on, because I was wondering, I was like, that didn't sound right to me. Like first of all, there's almost never a limit with what a conventional loan for a house is for, and I'm like, let me look that up, and he was lying. He was lying through his teeth. And I called him. I told him he was lying, but I was like, man, I kind of give him the benefit of a doubt there for a minute. But then I looked it up, and he was lying. He lost his shit when he was exposed.
It looks like he put out. Oh, he's got a 5-minute YouTube video called "Unlock Your Aura Behind a Paywall" 3 weeks ago, and then there's like clips of him talking to somebody.
I'm actually surprised his channel still exists, because there was at one point. I didn't see this. Somebody told me that he was like waving a gun around on his stream, and you can't do that. So, yeah, it just hit him with the fatherless behavior. I'm gonna go for smokes, Junior. You heard the song, right? Oh, it was funny.
Apparently him and the saint and the sinner guy don't get along, and they were having a squabble. No, yeah, he's still streaming every night. He's got 600 viewers on a stream from 7 days ago, talking shit about the red pill and stuff like that. Maybe I'll pop in.
He's just trying to he's trying to be he's trying to be a beef streamer where he goes and starts a beef with somebody, and then he farms views off of that. And also he's trying to promote this like bullshit of him being a life coach or some shit. Just funny as shit. But it was funny. That debate was hilarious. It wasn't even a debate. All I really wanted him to do was be like, yeah, okay, it's not really a mansion. It's a townhouse, but I call it a mansion because it's fucking the nicest thing I've ever had. Yeah, he could have been awesome. He could have been cool. But he's not cool. It was great. And he had no self-control whatsoever. Like I knew exactly. I just keep my face kind of neutral and just keep asking him things in a hard way, and he's just like, he kept going. But
yeah, that's also I talked to Tomato. She seems very nice, but I don't think I'll ever do her show. I told her if you ever have like a calmer panel, or you want to do like a one-on-one with me and somebody that actually isn't going to do like the screaming and yelling. He never stopped like to let you even speak. He just kept
no. He never did.
Yeah.
And I'm like, just answer the question, man. Just answer. That's all you got to
do. It's a headache. And yeah, you're like, hey, man, we're not moving on until you answer the question. He just wanted to filibuster.
He's just he just resorts to like personal attacks. It was funny. By the way, the guy Andrew Wilson is debating tonight is the guy that I debated a few weeks, or I get many weeks ago now. How much longer am I going, Chuck? What time is it? I haven't even looked. Well, it's only 9:15. I'll probably go at least another hour, probably an hour and a half, something like that.
I got a thumbs up from the fiance that I'm allowed to stop whenever I'm ready.
Oh, okay. So obviously not. She's not in like super cool clothing or whatever. But
no, she wouldn't even come and say hi.
Oh,
come and say hi. Just wave. But yeah, so I'll pop off and let you do your thing. Yeah.
My wife's Chinese.
Yeah, they're a little meaner, but at the end of the day,
my angry Chinese woman is the best.
Yeah, they're mean, but I kind of need some fucking discipline. I'm a little bit of a late bloomer, so yeah, whatever. It is what it is. But yeah, I'll pop off, let you do your thing. If you need me for anything, hit me up. After next weekend, I'll be back to my normal thing.
We expect wedding pictures, of course.
Oh yeah, my Discord. I'm gonna post them in there. It's been the last 6-7 weeks, man. I've just been doing everything. So I've missed streams here. I've missed panels. I haven't streamed a single.
I gotta be honest, man. You look a lot healthier since you dropped the.
Yeah, well, no junk food, so 10 pounds less. Because the desire to eat fast food is gone. Desire to fucking eat chips is gone. Now it's more, just eating good, and that's really it. So. Eventually, I'll get back to the gym. These things are starting to get small.
Yeah, there you go.
When soy pill can outlift me. But, yeah. All right, take her easy. If you need me for anything, hit me up. I'll be back in probably 8 days. I'll be back at the normal grind.
All right, man. We'll see you when we see you.
Take her easy.
All right, man. Bye. MSG is still great. What are you guys talking about? I'm going to jump over on my boy Abe's panel real quick. He sent me the link. I'm gonna post the link. Let me do that now. Copy the link. I got to put that in the mod chat. I haven't done that. Don't be mad at me, mods. Don't be mad at me. I'm goofing off tonight. This is a chill stream. It's all chill, except for that guy. The guy, our buddy, Millionaire Bachelor. He doesn't have to chill. He couldn't chill. So yeah. All right. Let me go mod chat. There we go. Awesome. So links in a mod chat. So there we go. Yeah, let's Abe sent me the link to jump up on his panel. So let me do that. We'll go see what's going on over there. And so just hang on 1 minute.
And then I want to get Grid on here. I want to get Grid on here. But Beth, if Jesus was sinless, why didn't he cast the stone? He was the only one with authority to do so, according to the Bible. Then,
because
right?
Rome was the occupying force. Okay, they were the rulers of the land, and under their laws, adultery was not worthy of the death penalty. That was a Judaic thing. He was literally following the rules of the land, which is what he said to do. Render unto Caesar what belongs to Caesar. You follow what Caesar says. How does that make sense? Am I crazy?
Well, good, but it doesn't make sense because you think Jesus would have just said, "Hey, that's against the Roman law," and he would have ended at that. Not cast the first stone. If not saying about
follow the laws of the land, so long as they do not break the laws of God.
Everything Jesus said was
exactly.
You look at yourself first. That was the point of every single parable, is to look at yourself. All right. However, when it comes to these things, no, he says explicitly to follow the rules of the land. And guess what? Rome was the occupying force at that time. They determined the laws.
Show me where he specifically says follow the rules of the land, not your extrapolation. And
I got I'll find you more.
Such a fire.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Oh,
we're dealing with mushrooms, so that good.
Yeah,
mushrooms.
No, we're dealing with the mushrooms.
Okay.
No, we're not even talking about mushrooms right now. We're just talking about the Spirit of Christ. As far as.
By the way, Romans 13 starts with, "Let every person be subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except from God, and those that exist have been instituted by God." So, therefore, that's where you follow the rules of the land.
And my question to you, you just said no, not mushrooms, but like your belief is that everything that's Christian beliefs came from mushrooms. So you're saying you're following the Spirit of Christ, which to us literally means I'm following what mushrooms.
True. Yeah, but that's not. But that's not what we were talking about explicitly. We were talking about whether or not Jesus would have supported killing people.
And Jesus is who?
Well, according to you guys, we're talking about the scriptural Jesus.
We're talking about you guys.
No, your perception. Your perception of Jesus is the man.
Yes, you're right. Jesus is the man with no ego.
I'm Chuck.
Grid.
And why would he whip people?
You want to input?
Not really. I don't. I'm not. I'm not arrogant enough to debate scripture.
Fair.
I'm very arrogant. I'm just not that arrogant.
Well, that's my point. I'm wondering why Steelman came in and wanted to lecture us on scripture.
Exactly.
Or lecture us on the rulings of Christ, or lecture us on a bunch of things.
No, Grid actually brings up my point. Is that Grid? You don't have to know scripture or be a theologian to know what's right and what's wrong. And you can study that all day. And people who study that all day.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I read scripture. I understand scripture. I interpret scripture for myself. I'm just not arrogant enough to think that I have an understanding of God's lore to be able to tell other people about God. I am not a pastor. I'm not a priest. I'm not a shaman. I am a human being with an understanding, my understanding of God that relates to my church and the people in my church. And if you really want to, I mean, honestly, I can't believe anyone on the internet argues scripture. I can't believe they do it still. Now, you could argue finer points. You could argue like just accept that the scripture says this and ask if this applies or something like that. But I can't do that. I won't do that. And I have not done that. Which is one of the reasons why it annoys the fuck out of me that Glenn has been on the polygyny is a sin thing for so long. Because I don't know. I'm not smart enough. I'm not that smart.
That's fair enough.
So.
All right, you win the debate.
I know.
I know.
Because it's an amazing amount of arrogance for someone to come in and say, this is what God meant. It's amazing.
Well, and okay, so thank you. So
actually, it's not just amazing, it's catastrophic to have that amount of arrogance in one place.
All I did was read what's right, and I didn't write it, and it's pretty
right. Yeah, reading it's one thing, right?
Yeah.
How is it? Okay, Beth says, "Oh, and it's pretty clear." She and saying she thinks that Jesus, she said it's pretty clear. The only reason Jesus didn't stone the woman,
it's pretty clear to her.
Yeah, it's not.
It may not be clear to you.
Right.
You and I can both read Lord Byron and come up with completely different interpretations of Lord Byron's works. To me, he's a fucking genius who unfortunately decided to off himself early in life. To somebody else, he's a fucking gay faggot. Oops, I didn't mean to say that.
We are live.
Yeah.
Delete that out. But for a lot of people, they literally think that Lord Byron was homosexual. He's like the bad rad dude of the Renaissance, and a lot of people think he was gay if you read his poetry. But I think he was a masculine man.
Well, as soon as you said he wrote poetry, I could tell you that.
You don't think poetry is masculine?
Wait, didn't you do like rap? Isn't that considered to be poetry and stuff?
Poetry didn't make the Romans gay either, so like I don't know where you're coming from with that. Actually,
see, you guys just don't know what it means. Apparently,
and any dude who does poetry is probably doing it to get laid.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Lord Byron, man, crude, lewd, my dude.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing around.
But yeah,
I mean, kind of.
You asked me where it was, and I read for you exactly what it says. It literally says to follow the laws of the land, and if you do that, if you do evil, then you got to be afraid of whatever you get the consequences that you get based on who is ruling over you.
And my main point too, Steelman, was to say like you come into my chat with like a shitload of condemnation constantly, and it's like I get it. You can have your opinions, but if you're gonna roll into my chat constantly, like telling me how I am a unaliver of people and how everyone who serves in the military is a horrible unaliver of people and we have no morals and we're horrible human beings. I have to wonder. Sure. But
See?
I have to.
You hear that? Don't give me that. Sure. That's not fun. That's something you should be very concerned about.
I should be concerned that people know people that have taken lives,
and they're okay with it. And you seem to be supportive of it, and you seem to claim.
Did I
the
say
game.
they were okay with it?
Yeah.
They're good at
I'm talking about Abe, though.
They're good at it.
And for
I
you
know
too.
people as well, and guess what? Some of them, none of them are okay with it. They're good at it, and as a matter of fact, I mean, I've had several remove themselves afterwards because they couldn't handle what they did. So I'm kind of like, dude, You got it.
Once again, I'm just going to resort back to
you're making a
poetry.
point.
Some of our greatest poems are from warriors who were trying to express what they felt. You have the it's interesting, Steelman. You always act like you have this superior intellect and superior understanding, but you have the basest, lowest level of understanding of anyone in this chat. Guaranteed, 100%. I don't even know Cecil. I've never met that dude in my life.
He's pretty cool.
K2's a truck driver, and he says some crude things, but I bet he understands some stuff. But you have the basest understanding. You look for answers in weird places because you can't accept the things that are in front of you. All throughout history,
look for answers in weird places.
I think you do.
So looking for those WMDs, huh? Where were you looking for those WMDs? How much did it cost you to look for those WMDs? How many lives were lost looking for those WMDs? Did you ever find them? And I look for stuff in weird places, huh?
Just because
I don't know what point you're trying to prove there. Yes,
my point is that you're the one who's
governments do bad things. I mean, what's your point?
My point is stop signing up for a black box that says we might make you kill somebody and you don't know who for whatever fucking reason. Are you going to be okay with it? And you say, sure. That's fucking stupid, and that's unethical, and that's evil and satanic.
I have friends who joined the military to be medics and caregivers. Okay, their goal was to save lives and not end lives, and yet they still ended up in positions. I just had one 2 years ago who took himself out because he couldn't handle the things that he lived through. And then he was a medic. Okay, so I mean, they're not going in.
The insurgents.
People.
What about the insurgents? Like, what about the real patriots who were defending their homes, who were being attacked by the people?
Were they patriots defending their homes, or were they terrorists destroying and razing villages to the ground and enslaving?
No, I wasn't talking about the U.S. military, dude. I was talking about the people that lived there.
Let's
the people that lived there, were they enslaving people and
military
burning towns down and enslaving their fellow?
No, they were living in their homes peacefully, and then we went there to exploit their resources and take them over and bomb.
This is the luxury that you have to think that.
It is. It really is.
You
it's my
under the security provided by people that you condemn.
I don't, because you don't understand.
I know people who couldn't believe when my friends were over in Afghanistan. They used to email me what to send in care packages based on these kids, the local people there who were running to our military for help. And I would send over all kinds of stuff, dried fruit and drink mixes and all kinds of really cool stuff for the kids. And for the women that were coming to them saying, please help me.
Yeah.
Because
if you want to get into that, I've seen the military driving around throwing their bottles of piss out to these kids, and the kids pick it up, drinking it.
I don't know where you're.
Can you prove that?
Like,
yeah.
No. Hold on. You just made a bombastic claim. I like those. Can you prove it?
Yeah, I'd be happy to. So, Abe, if I can pull up the link for the military dudes doing this,
I'll wait for the link.
Yeah, Abe, if I get the link, will you play it?
I
guess. If the link, I'll get it for him.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm not going to waste my time.
Make it happen.
Okay, let's do it.
Make it happen right now.
You know, nobody is saying either that there aren't going to be some bad people who do bad things, because that exists in our world. But there's a whole lot of people who go to do good. That's what they're trying to do, is help people. And for them to get condemned because of the acts of some bad is just absolutely ridiculous.
Yep.
There's no humanity in that whatsoever. None.
No, not when they're just blindly agreeing to sit there and do all this stuff to a corporation that's been known to have false flags, meddling in business that they know nothing about. They don't care to research.
What government has never done that? Show me one that has never done that.
Also, that's your justification? That's your justification.
What I'm saying,
it's living in reality. Is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not justifying anything. I acknowledge the situation.
Yes.
If I were justifying, I would say they're morally right to go do these things. Nobody said that. They're saying this is what's happening. I don't happen to disagree with it.
Right. In fact, I I would say that the entire time you've been on here, we've all agreed that certain bad things have happened and bad people do bad things, but that's not the majority of the people, and yet you're claiming that it is constantly.
Yeah, you're
like that
saying
we're
it's
all horrible.
Okay, and sorry, I'm trying to pull up the video, and I apologize if I can't find it right now. I don't know. I'm still looking, but
No.
No.
We can't move on until you back up that claim. You made a very bombastic claim with a vast air of certainty, and I just can't let it go. I
can't either. Good.
Hold on a second. I wanted to address that, but I wanted to let you guys know that would be the least of the concerns if they were throwing pee bottles, considering the actual casualties and things, the actual damages that they're doing.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You made a very specific, bombastic claim. You said your claim was that our soldiers were throwing bottles of piss to kids and laughing about them drinking it. That, sir, is horrible, and I would love.
Again, it's not as bad as dropping the bomb.
Great, so it's not as bad as some other things. Show us the least bad thing. Show it.
Right.
Show it.
That's what. Again, thank you. And while I'm looking that up, I wanted to address Abe's question again, which brings back to he's saying, "How can I throw everyone into the same pool?" But it's because of the statement that you made earlier.
I don't care anything about that. I honestly don't care about anything else except bottles of piss being thrown to kids.
Okay. Well, while I'm looking that up, I'm going to be talking to Abe for a second to address that, which is that
I'm just gonna like mute you because in my own thing and go back to my stream for a second because I honestly don't give a shit about anything else. Now that you've told me that you have proof that kids are drinking piss from American soldiers, who, by the way, I know a lot of those dudes. I've worked with them.
Me too.
I know people who do bad things to bad people, so people like me can be dickheads. So I respect those people, and you should too, and you don't. So fuck you. Bring the proof, or go the fuck away. I'm sorry, Abe. It is your stream.
Okay,
I will leave. Honestly,
I'm feeling that same way.
Yeah, I had a friend who was at a Bodabod, so I mean, yeah. Absolutely.
I know they want to keep off the. I know that they're trying to apparently go totally bad faith on this. Because I conceded everything. I said I'll continue to look this up. We're all on the same page on that. But in the meantime, I still want to address the whole point of this conversation, which you were just asking, and is that the reason I can lump you all together and say that you are all evil for doing this is because you all signed into what you agreed to, which was this black box contract that said, we don't know what we're going to have to do. We may have to kill this person. We may be assigned to drop this bomb. We don't know. And when I sign this contract, I'm going to do it without asking questions. I'm going to follow man's orders instead of God's law and God's orders and what my heart says is right.
Great.
You know how many friends I've had join the 22 a day in the last freaking 5-6 years?
You and me both.
It's horrific.
I've made no claims, by the way. Just to be clear, I've made no claims.
I know that.
Except that I know people who do bad things to bad people. If you want, I'll be happy to. You're welcome. I will introduce you to.
No. Here's where I'm saying that you're
certain that they will enjoy the conversation with you.
How do you know they were bad people? It's called being
ethnocentric. You just said I made a claim. I made no claims. I simply said I don't believe what you said. Please provide the proof.
But now you just made a claim.
I don't really care about anything else except bottles of piss being thrown to children.
And we can. Yeah. Okay. And I'm still I was still looking it up until you made that claim. And I'm saying, listen to me. You just made a claim. You said that whoever your buddy killed were bad people. Okay. No, that's a claim that you're making.
I didn't say that.
That's actually a false claim.
I didn't say that. I said that's what they do is kill bad people.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a claim.
No, it's
and
not.
I'm saying that that's
an
a false claim.
acknowledgement of their job.
No, that's your brainwashing kicking in, saying they're bad people. Why are they bad people? Don't you realize that over there they look at you guys as bad?
My daughter's father spent 2 years in Afghanistan going around digging up IEDs that the people there buried, not us.
What's that?
He
Listen to
was
what they're
trying
saying.
to save
They're
children.
literally having to put bombs in their own country to keep these fucking maggots out of their country. You're sitting there terrorizing to the point where they're planting IEDs on the side of their own road because you fuckers won't leave them alone. And you're going to call them the bad guys. You guys are the bad guys going over there terrorizing people to plant bombs in their own fucking yards.
Where's the bottle to piss? I'm still
Again.
I really want this.
See, and the reason that you guys are so hooked on this bottle of the piss thing is we all know that you guys sit there and do all this shit. Everything that I'm saying is fucking true.
Because you make these bombastic claims all the time.
You think
and no one
even
told you on it.
that
I'm not. I don't care.
Okay.
I don't want to hear anything else from you. I'm literally. I'm going to go back over to my chat now. Somebody just messaged me when Steelman has the balls to back up the words that are coming out of his mouth.
It's so funny. Grid is so ignorant of how the military actually works that he doesn't think that they're degen enough to throw a bottle of piss out at these kids that are chasing their Humvee.
My belief system has my belief system has
no. He doesn't think that that's happened once.
You
is that ignorant.
literally made the claim.
Oh, yeah, I claimed that I saw that video, and I did see that video. And then do you think it hasn't happened before?
Yes, and I asked you. No, I don't believe it. So please prove it to me.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. He is so ignorant that he doesn't think that
You're commenting the shit out of everything.
Yeah, I can.
You're literally running. I mean, literally trying to evade.
You know how degen these Marines are,
sir. I have asked you politely. I have actually put your feet to the fire, and now I'm demanding either show the fucking proof or shut the fuck up.
True.
No, okay. I'm shutting up about your little piss video. I'm still looking it up for you.
Stop talking. Thank you.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about the piss thing because that's the least of your concerns. Rather than throwing piss at them,
most of our concerns right now. That's the only
it
concern
is
we
my
have.
concern right now. I want to see it. I don't.
My greatest concern right now.
I got to talk to my chat.
Literally,
I'm gonna find. I got to figure out how to. Where the fuck is my stream?
I don't believe it. Show me, please.
It's my greatest concern now. So
yeah. Mine too.
How about
Mine too. So I can hold somebody again.
This is my point.
You fight which argument? All right. What's up, guys? All right. So Chuck in Tennessee is back. We're going to talk to him for a few minutes. And I'm sorry, Otis Driftwood. I don't know which argument you wanted me to talk about. I'm not really sure. The EB3, dude, I don't give a shit, man. You're in the wrong neighborhood if you think I give two fucks about whether or not you ever come back to this channel. So, demand what you want to demand, or you apparently want a debate with Sarah, who doesn't debate. You apparently want a debate with Andrew, who obviously doesn't have time, doesn't give a shit to give you the time of day. So you vastly overestimate your self-worth, sir, and especially to me. So enjoy, the copium that you're swallowing. Welcome, Chuck. Welcome to the show.
Hey, big guy.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Man, I ripped that motherfucker's his head right off his shoulder. You should have even detract that statement that he made.
Well, he can't prove shit. That's the thing. He makes all these statements all the time. He does it all the time, and he's like, "Oh yeah, these people stole this or they stole that, or you guys are living."
The last time I had a conversation with him, and then he disappeared for a while, was over at Jess's when he was telling how good incest was. He was defending incest, and I asked that dude. His kids are right there next to him. I said, "Dude, don't tell me you're teaching his kids that this shit is all right." Not not a word out of him. He left.
Dude, So I had to go back and watch the video.
That was Steelman, right?
Yeah, Steelman.
Okay.
Steelman actually was on, I think it was Glenn's show, and he was talking about how he to get laid, he had to get chicks high. Like he literally, like he was talking about giving them pills or pot or whatever to get them high.
Roofie.
Yeah, well, I don't know if
Alright.
they were actually roofied, but
Okay.
you know, so. But yeah,
But on the other issue with Mel, I tried to talk to her last night after your show, and I tried to explain to her how accommodating you were for letting her debate without a camera and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, she went sideways with it.
Sure.
Oh, they're biased. The judges hate me. They were out for me. You know, Grid let me up. He don't care because he doesn't make this person cam up. He don't make that person cam. I mean, just
I literally make everyone. I have made everyone cam up except that one time, or every time Mel's been on. And I used to not make people cam up, but the point was made that that it needed to be done that way. So, anyone else just getting a loading screen? No, I'm seeing everything. So
even after you bent the rules and let her up, she still wanted to talk shit on you.
Yeah, everybody wants to talk shit on me today. That's okay. They can all go fuck themselves. And,
yeah, I'm catching a little bit of shit for last night too, and I'm like, look, I don't like the lady. If you don't want the rule, take it out. I won't use the damn rule.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those things that Otis Driftwood. I don't know what you're talking about. You'll go negative on what, bro? I don't know. This Otis Driftwood fellow keeps saying that he'll go negative.
I think he's the one that I thought that was Anson that wanted. That was calling me for a debate.
He was here last night, and I think he made it. He didn't make it past the first round or something. So, yeah. So it's anyway. Yeah. Sorry about that. It was weird because I had a bunch of people like kind of talk to me about the stream.
Well, I know you were answering DMs or text or something. I've seen you busy.
It was blowing up live. I went to bed. I woke up. I had a whole fucking sheet of DMs. Oh, the prompt from Abe's. Yeah, I mean, you'll have to go to Abe's to debate it, and I'm not. I mean, I'm there, but I'm not talking over there because I muted it, as I said I would, because he's not going to provide proof.
Yeah, to make a claim like that, he needs to withdraw that claim. That was just scumbag.
Yeah,
I served 14 years, really, and that pisses me off.
See, that he does that shit all the time. But that was one, and some of them are like reasonable, like cops beating people or some shit like that. I mean, okay, maybe, but I don't know. Bad people do bad things. That's why we have.
Well, he's a vegan. What do you expect?
Yeah, the soy.
He don't know what good barbecue is.
There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and get. I'm gonna mic back up and unmute the. Where's my muted?
All right, I'll mute up if you're going back.
You don't have to, man. You can keep talking. That's fine.
Well, I don't want to distract you. You're doing good.
No, you're fine. You're totally cool. Oh,
make him detract that. Make him detract that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where we at, guys? How's everything going? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was lying through his fucking teeth. That's where we.
That's good, brother.
This is how I wanted to start my vacation.
I figured that. that was what was happening.
And ad homing Abe.
People are always crazy, though. I don't know you getting on the internet.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's just. It's actually disgusting. I mean.
Yeah. It's it's. I mean, look. You can't make look. I mean. I am not by any stretch the world's even good debater, but I'm not going to let you make some stupid ass bombastic claim and not call you on it. I mean, don't do that. Don't.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
No.
Yeah.
I had to come back in that because my headset wasn't connecting. Sorry.
That's all good.
This is not how I wanted to start my vacation grid.
That's okay. Dude, I've had so last night.
Dude, get off the internet.
Did you like that, K2?
I did like that.
I did. I missed something. Anyway, yeah. You're down to debate CK. Who is CK? I'm sorry. Somebody in my chat is like, I don't know what's up. I'll figure it out. So last night, Abe, you missed out, man. You missed out. I'm gonna share a file with you. Hang on. Let me
stop.
Let me minimize.
Did you see that I got a debate with Grace?
You got a debate with Grace
next Friday.
That's rad, dude.
8 p.m.
Grace is actually a good debater. Grace is. I mean, I understand that, and I had literally so many people bitching this morning, but here, Abe, I got a file for you. There you go. Throw that up there, but not without no gang sign though. No gang sign.
Okay.
You're gonna like this. This is from last night. This is what you guys missed.
Where'd you throw it?
Oh, did I thought I said. It says. That's me. Share add slides video file. Well, I have my.
I see it.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
I'm obviously not. I told you like multiple times that I'm not fucking like gonna respond to like. I can't understand like just a whole like wall of like text. You can like say something and respond or not. But I'm like, obviously I'm not gonna engage with your argument like that. Like what? Like that's so lame. That's so lame.
It was great. It was really awesome.
Who was she talking to?
Admiral Gibbs. They were in the final debate. Here, I'll show you from a different camera angle. Here you go. There we go. All right, now there's a different camera angle. This is so good. Bunny ears is your gang sign. That's awesome, Cecil.
It's a.
I told you like multiple times that I'm not fucking like gonna respond to like.
Oh,
that's the same one.
Oh, okay.
There's one next to it. Yeah.
I'm obviously not. I told you like multiple times that I'm not fucking like gonna respond to like. I can't understand like just a whole like wall of like text. You can like say something and respond or not. But I'm like, you're like obviously I'm not gonna engage with your argument like that. Like what?
This is what you
that's
missed.
so lame. That's so lame.
You all missed.
Wow, that is.
She was very angry. Very angry.
What was the argument?
She rage cries. And
what was the argument? Or what was the prompt?
It was something really simple. 2A, I think. Like, and he was talking about firearms that include cannons back in the day and all kinds of shit. I mean, it was just a pretty standard debate.
I think I could still own a cannon.
You can.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. You can, in fact.
Yeah.
Look, believe in yourself says she's cute when she's angry. I mean, no.
No, she's not.
No, that I feel bad for her.
Anybody says that they can fix her?
Grid, I can fix her. Grid,
well,
I can fix her.
We're making an RPG to fix her.
I think you're asking for an early grave, K2.
And you know what? She was
just
so
doing it for
cool
the
about it
memes.
later.
Flip it.
So let me lay the groundwork here. All right. So this is what you guys don't know. Abe, you missed out so much, and I've literally been answering DMs. I answered DMs while I was on the show, which never happens. I actually answered them while I was on the show because Grace Thorpe was there and her dad, and Anson, because he's a fucking degenerate. We were in the middle of picking the prompt, and Anson pays to pick the prompt, and it's like some degenerate shit.
Yeah.
And of course, the Thorpes are going, this is that's their neighborhood. That's where they live, is at the edge of degeneracy and lunacy. And so they're like right there. This is their neighborhood. They're comfortable there. And so it's wild. But once Ben lost, Grace did very excellent in her two debates. I thought she did very well and very reasonable. And then Kel comes in and she's cool. Everything's great. Everything's flowing. I'm like trying to answer all these DMs about people who apparently somebody. Well, I mean, I know who it is. I'm just not going to out them. I heard back that somebody went over to the other show and was saying that thank God that the Thorpes weren't there or some shit. I don't know. Anyway, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Just it doesn't matter. This is my show. Leave me alone. I had why do you have the Thorpes up here? They're fucking degenerate. I'm like, well, if literally you watch fucking whatever. Like, why are you giving me shit? You motherfuckers, that half of my audience come from whatever, and you're all fucking paying to see degeneracy. And you and you're literally like you rave about all these OF girls getting their comeuppance, and I have a legit degenerate on my show for a change, and you guys lose your fucking minds. So anyway, it was line after line after line after line after line after. So anyway, Kel comes on. She's already a little frazzled. She's had a long day at work, and maybe some things happen that I don't know about and I don't care about. But whatever. Her first debate is going to be against EOD. Now, I do not know this, but apparently EOD has been banned on Twitch.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yeah. So I didn't. Apparently, he said it like 4 times last night.
Oh,
I didn't hear it because I had so much other shit going on. I wasn't really even fucking paying attention to EOD. Not that he's not worthy of attention. It's just I had a lot of shit going on. I didn't hear it. Whatever. And so he had said it like 4 times. For some reason, it wasn't until Kel goes to debate EOD that she realizes that EOD or cares that EOD is banned and is on her Twitch. He's on mine too, right? And it was crazy. Kel's like crying. She's like, I can't even right now. Look what you've done to me. And like, I'm gonna lose my channel and logs off. I'm like, EOD, what the fuck, dude? And so, Admiral Gibbs gets everything settled down. I don't know enough about Twitch to comment on this intelligently, right? Like, I don't know.
I have no idea either.
Well, apparently
you're not supposed to.
Yeah, apparently I looked it up after this. I did look it up, and TOS does say that if you platform somebody, if you have anyone on your show that's banned, you can be banned as well.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah. So this would have been really good information.
Wow.
Right?
Ahead of time.
And apparently he did say it. I didn't catch it. I don't know what Kel... And apparently he said it like 4 times. I didn't catch it. Cleaner told me that, yeah, absolutely, he did say it. And I believe Cleaner. He doesn't have any reason to lie.
Yeah.
And Cleaner's like, Cleaner's trying to get Kel. Cleaner and Gibbs and I are all trying to get Kel to level out, because it's like, look, you didn't know, just block him out, whatever, and it'll be fine. She logs off, then she comes back afterwards, and she won't debate EOD just on principle, and they kind of snipe each other in chat and whatever. Anyway, so it ends up that EOD faces Gibbs. He loses. Then Gibbs goes against Castle, and Castle loses, and then it's Gibbs versus Kel, final battle. It's 2A.
Yes.
Gibbs makes really good arguments. Kel kind of starts making some good arguments, but somewhere in the middle of there, she just goes off the rails, and you saw what happened.
Yeah.
He was kind of filibustering, but she was already like, halfway.
Triggered. She was having a rough one.
Oh, she had a rough night.
I feel bad for her.
That clip is so awesome, though. That the way it just hits the camera and the camera goes flying is so
That
great.
is kind of cool, but I hope
great. It's so
here.
great.
I love you, girl. Keep your head up.
Apologize to me, you know, and I'm like, don't worry about it. And you know, it's but you know, and the again, literally everyone that I've talked to about the Thorpes being on the show is like, once it was just Grace, once Ben was off, Grace did really well. Like her she actually did like really, really well. And won 2 debates. Like, you know, so judged. So, and believe me, I was shocked. I was shocked she survived the first one because of the bias against her, right? So,
and then some asshole. Although, being honest, when we talk about the judges, one of them is Samson. So,
Hey, Grit.
Yeah.
It was a Reddit article. That's where he saw it at. I just pulled it up right here.
A Reddit article?
Good job,
yeah.
K2.
Is there video?
No video. I was.
He
looking,
said there's he said video. That's what I'm saying. I was specifically, if he had said I read it, I mean, people write all kinds of foul shit all the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The only thing I could find about that was on Reddit as of right now.
Yeah.
I've been looking on YouTube and everything too.
Yeah. Anyway, so I've been I've spent most of my morning fielding a bunch of DMs or messages about various things from the show last night. So
crazy.
Yeah.
Sounds like an eventful night for you.
I mean, it's not the way I like it. I like my show to be a little more, I don't know, a little less. So look, a little degeneracy is fine, right? A little degeneracy is fine. A little controversy is fine. Anson's topics were the problem. It was not the people. It wasn't like I brought in a bunch of. I don't even think Grace in and of herself is particularly degenerate beyond what will get views and clicks. And you know, for that, you just have to accept that that's who they are, right? They're going to just do and say whatever for clicks, you know, or donos or whatever the fuck, and whatever. That's fine. I don't really give a shit. But I was kind of blown away. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I imagine it was crazy. I came back from dinner and saw that you were pretty full up, and I was like, "There's a lot of people."
No,
on
it's
there.
cool, dude. I was hoping that you were going to be there because you're like you have this like level of like calmness, I guess. So that would have been helpful.
So, Grid, after EOD and Abe's debate, is it gay to hold hands? Just want your take on it.
Bro, that was actually, you know, the thing is that they made like a real debate of it. Like they made a real debate of it.
Oh, Abe had all the practice over here because of.
Is that what it was? Yeah.
Yeah, because constantly K2's trying to get us to argue it, and so there's been a little honing on that specific one, off and on. But that night, I literally it broke in my head a little bit, and I was like, you know what? You could make it be anything.
Arthur Dye is outing herself over on my stream. She's like, I'll out myself. I sent a single message I found listening to a Father Thorpe talking graphically about sex to his daughter, saying things like rub ejaculate on your face to cause internal revulsion in me that I had to tune out. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. That was horrible. Like it was horrible. Yeah. And I blame Anson directly for that. Like, and look, I know he means well. He left last night. I think he thought I was mad at him, or something.
I don't think he means well.
I think he means well. He's one of those people that believes that it benefits the show to have this shock value, this this controversy and all of that. I don't believe that.
I think there's some topics that should just be like off limits. Do you know what I'm saying? And I've seen that
I don't know what you're saying, Ben.
not specifically like not on your show, but like in general across the internet. I've seen people talk about things that just absolutely, like oh, when I was a teacher, I had these inappropriate conversations with my students. That's something that should never, ever, 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 like, no, it shouldn't happen. And it shouldn't be turned into a joke either, or something used to like get clicks. I don't know, but that's my moral standard.
Yeah, but right. But you watch whatever. And you're literally watching people make fun of OF girls.
Chuck in Tennessee joined.
I can't. I mean,
I get what you're saying.
It's cherry picking to the highest level.
Well, not when it comes to like incest and like kids stuff. That is like, yeah.
I mean, and it's all right. And I used this example earlier. All right, so when Andrew says there's not outside of just the sheer like horrific nature of it,
sure.
What's wrong with someone having sex with a dead body, right? And he uses that argument all the time, and nobody has a fucking problem with it. So
everybody has a problem with it. That's the whole point of the argument.
That's the point, is that it causes that revulsion.
Right. And that's exactly what Ben was going for last night. He was going for the revulsion. He's going for the shock value. He's going, and you guys give it to him.
I don't think he was going for that.
Oh yeah, dude. Everything's an act with those two. I used to get really pissed off about them. I actually used to be just I banned them from my channel. Well, I didn't ban them, but I made them unwelcome on my channel for a long time. Because the one time that she came on my channel to start, I was very, very, very new at this. I didn't know anything, right? The one time Teriak was on there, and she kept flirting with Teriak, talking about taking her boobs out and all stuff. I'm like, look, you got to get off my channel with that. Like, you got to go. And I thought that was like her true nature. But I've kind of watched all this go on. But it's just like I thought Flow State was a degenerate forever. I thought Flow State was like
even with whatever, like there's a threshold even for me, like where when they start getting really raunchy about it, like especially when Brian is kind of like turning it into this, I don't know. I typically only watch when Andrew's on, and that's it.
But even Andrew goes after him just as hard. See, this is the thing. Sure. I think it's a very interesting dichotomy, right? And I've been telling people all day that, yeah, I get it. You don't like them, and so you don't want to watch them on my show, but you'll sit there and watch them on other people's show. So that's awesome, and that's great. And look, the only problem I had with last night's show, there were two problems I had. The first problem was Ben being so graphic when he didn't need to be. That was not good.
I didn't
like it. I didn't like it, and I think that and I understand what he was doing. He was making this argument that as a father, he should provide for his child by making sure that she's set up for success. And they have this whole shtick going for the last month about supposedly this rich guy who has
Hollywood property and all that.
Yeah, and some like some cirrhosis of the liver or something where he's just going to die if he drinks, and he drinks all the time and whatever, it's like a whole bit that they're doing. And it's just so fake. Like I can't.
I do have a problem with yesterday. This is a small problem. Okay.
Sure.
I like Anson and I respect him. Okay. But
I really like
it's very bad form. Yeah. That he sends a shot at me during his judgment.
Wait, what?
I thought it was very bad form of him to shoot a shot at me during his judgment.
What did he say? To save me.
Oh, he said that I enjoy taking orders for women.
No.
Like, I know that you enjoy taking orders from women.
You should
talk go ahead and tell you about how you suck at debating.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you should talk to him about that privately, because I think that he I think Anson's kind of in a weird place right now because he's done some very erratic things. And you should if you're willing to.
Well, I mean, it's your show. I'm not gonna.
No. I mean, that's between you guys.
I'm giving you a feedback about what I think is bad for him.
Yeah. But
because one of the people before that was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna even judge you. I'm gonna go ahead and send you to the back because you like started debating with the judges, and that's like bad." And I understand, but I think it's very like if you're gonna do that, I think it's very not great. Dude,
yeah, I get it.
At the end of that.
I got to respond to my chat women. I'm sorry, Abe. This is really bad form. I apologize, brother.
I don't care.
Arthur Daya, yes, I understand that Andrew turns it into really profound lessons, very based in Christianity. Yeah, I get that. However, he's still being exceedingly graphic to make a point, and in a debate, they're making a point, and actually, it's still I can't draw a differentiation there. I can't. Because if we say, hey, it's okay for this guy to do it because he has a greater goal, then it's not okay for this guy to do it because he's trying to win a debate. I can't. We can't say that. That's wrong. We can't. We should not do that. That's bad form. Now you don't. Now the judges don't have to like it, and they can vote him off the island, and that's fine. And so judges are for. But anyway. I was. Look, I'm very concerned about Anson because Anson, like in the middle of last night's show, well, towards the end of last night's show, he's like, I've had something come up. It's family. It's personal. I've got to jump off. And Mr. Boulay happened to be up at the time, and he took over judging after that. But yeah, it was very interesting. Very interesting night last night. I'm gonna have to make some changes. So,
Mr. Good to see you.
But I'm always refining the show. That's the one thing that stays constant. Is I'm always refining it.
Hey, what's up? I just got to make a point real quick about what happened there. I get everyone has a problem with the some of these topics or whatever, but when you have two people come up and they sit there for 20 minutes, like trying to pick a topic. Someone eventually is going to get sick of it, come in, pay, and pick one for you. So if you don't like the topic, I don't know. I mean, is it just me? But we'll be there till like 5 in the morning.
I made that same statement like 10 times a day in various DMs. And you said it last night as well. Look, the topic selection is always going to be interesting. And I mean, ideally, the way the show should work, and what I'm trying to get to is that the chat pays to pick the topic, and maybe I need to lower the price to pick the topic or something. I don't know, but ideally, the chat pays to pick the topic, so Anson doesn't feel the need to, so that so that I don't have to sit there and go to my list of topics and roll down them, and everybody's it's too complicated. I don't know about that. I don't know anything about that. I mean, it's just so weird that everybody wants to debate all the time, but they don't ever want to actually debate. So that's very funny to me. No, I think you're right, Mr. And I mean, look, there were mistakes made, right? Like I had kind of forgotten about the mute, pay to mute. I'd actually forgotten that was on there. Because nobody had done it, nobody used it. In the last couple of weeks, people have been using it, but it was always for like a very short period of time, right? Like 3 minutes, 2 minutes, no problem. And bro, I forget who did it first, but somebody came in with a big 20-minute mute for what's her name, Grace. And she got kind of pissy about that. So that was, so we're going to have to, I'm revising that. I'm working on that right now. And yeah.
Well, I think there's like two parts to it, right? Like obviously the topics are going to be whatever they're going to be because people are going to pay for what topic they want. And then the guests are another thing. So whoever comes along and is welcome to the channel is welcome to the channel. That doesn't mean though that there isn't going to be history between panelists. And so if there comes to be, then they need to buck up or fix it. But I would say, like, if somebody goes around attacking other people personally, then that makes them less likely to find kinship in a group. And so, like, for instance, you're saying, like, Ben, I think Ben has a bad habit of doing personal attacks on people, random people sometimes. And I'm not going to say it's everyone, but
yeah,
I've seen it a lot of times.
Done that. I honestly, I think this is the second time Ben's been on the show, and the first time it's the best kick ever. I've got to find the clip again. It's literally the best kick ever. But,
right.
I kicked him. It was hilarious. But the actual problem last night was someone thought it was funny to put Ben versus Grace. Why would you do that? You literally have two people who literally for content shout at each other. They do this for content. This is not a good plan.
Right.
And and you get what you got.
Right. True.
But to your point though, Abe, I think that, like, sort of like, see, if everyone was agreeing, then I mean that's great. But there's a reason why, for example, in movies, there's never a movie, not one, that you can find where everyone's just chilling and having a good time throughout the movie. There's always got to be a problem, because that's what makes the movie, interesting. And if everyone's in agreement, then it just becomes sort of an echo chamber.
I don't think you're right about that. I think you want to be, but I don't think.
I thought you were talking, so I guess.
Yeah,
Greg, you're muted.
It's just
Greg, you're muted.
Yeah, I'm talking to my chat. I don't want to interrupt what's going on over here. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be respectful. I'm doing the best I can.
Hey, Abe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump down. I'm gonna go to the gym. I might pop up if you're still on.
Okay. All right.
I
would say
it just
there's
isn't
personal history between people, and yes, there's a certain level of entertainment between the little clashes here and there. But if you build such a bad history with enough people,
all of this is just
then when you come around, people flee that area because they just don't want any business or part of it.
The repercussions.
You can't.
And Grace
do a bunch of damage to people repeatedly and expect that
the debates that she had.
People are want to go.
Okay, now let's talk about that real quick. Let's talk about that. If you don't mind, we'll talk about that real quick, because I think there's two types you're referring to. Like I think like Imperius and like Snafu, whatever, if you guys know what I'm talking about. They're basically kind of like trolls, right? Where they're actually coming with no substance and just trolling. And
Imperius is like weird. So
and no one's really like wanting to. It's just entertainment, right? But if you come in with some actual aggressive critiques that cause somebody to actually have to rethink their position, that's what causes people to want to flee. And it's when they stay and can stand through that position that it's like a rebirth, and that's actually where the change comes, So I think that it's sort of a necessary evil in that sense, if you want to call it that, even though it's not really evil. It's a necessary experience of pain, And it's the people that flee who don't get the growth experience. That's the thing,
Maybe. I mean, it depends on what you've done, right?
Well, I think that there's a couple of things at play with all of these things, right? So, like, you have people like Imperius who one day will be perfectly calm and have great conversations, and the next day, literally the next day, 12 hours later, will nuke your channel and violate TOS. Like, it's nuts. Which is why I can't ever have him on again. I can't ever platform him ever again, because I don't know which Imperius is going to show up.
Yeah,
and so he can never ever be on the panel again. And it's like, go ahead.
Well, I just mean besides like violating TOS, because like you said, that's one thing. But outside of that, I mean like actual TOS, psychological in our minds, not YouTube terms, where when we can stay within YouTube's TOS, but when everyone's getting along, that's fine. But where everyone's kind of waiting for the Messiah, right? Everyone's sort of waiting for something new, something novel, something to trigger that next step in evolutionary thought or whatever, or consciousness expansion. And so going along to get along isn't really helping in that area. You know, it's great for a second, but what we really need is controversy so that our ideas can be tested, so that people's questions can be answered, you know, so that we can be challenged and be put to scrutiny and see if our ideas stand scrutiny or not.
I'd say yes and no. You still need community. Without community, there's no society. Without society, there's no nation. So, like, you could say, yeah, we need some controversy and we need to push our ideas, but when ideas work, you stick to them.
Okay, but if nobody has questions, right, then I see that as a problem, because I'm like, wow, everyone's just going along with, no one's going to question any of this. So then if you go in and...
But in what aspect? I mean, are we just sitting around questioning life all day, or what do you, can you
well, this is what these debates are all about, right? Yeah, let me give you an example. So these debates are centered upon people's questioning each other's worldviews or whatever, right? But the problem is that these debate topics are actually pretty weak, as people have pointed out, or they're left-right paradigm thinking points or parroting points or mainstream media talking points. These aren't any new novel ideas or anything like that. It's just nothing that anyone's in these debates are saying is nothing we already haven't heard 100 times in the news or whatever.
Yeah.
What we need is someone in here coming up with new ideas and sharing new ideas, and we all need to be contributing to this pool of new ideas.
But I don't know what you're gonna. Okay, just give me one second. I want to answer EB3 out there in the chat. Yeah, I've sent a lot of people donos, brother. A lot. I mean, a lot of people donos.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. I think one year I sent. I actually have no idea how much I actually sent, but it was averaging about 1,000 a show. So EB3. I love it when I love it when people are doing pocket watching, especially on me. You are trying to be very relevant in my life, and you are not.
I think he thinks he's on mute.
He's not on mute. He's talking to my chat right now.
EB3 is in his chat running his moneymaker.
Yeah.
And so
okay.
Yeah, so I'm replying that he is I just want him to understand, because I don't want to type it out, that it's irrelevant anything he says, because all he is doing is coping, because I don't give a shit what he does, and I don't have any interest in helping him at all. He wants me to set up a debate between him and Sarah. Sarah doesn't debate, and he wants me to set up a debate between him and Andrew Wilson, who Andrew Wilson apparently just doesn't want to debate him, to the point that he said, just give me $1,000. And to be honest with you, EB3, if I thought that you could debate him, I would put the $1,000 up. But you can't, because you lose. You would lose. Not only would you lose, you would make me look bad, and I can't have that. I would put Abe, Beth, or Emmett in the ring with Andrew Wilson before I would put you, EB3, because you are not a debater. You are a copier. You are full of copium. Copium maximus. Just continue to cope, sir. Just continue.
I want to say I'd be absolutely terrified if somebody made me get in the ring with Andrew. Well, like, seriously, I've been in VC chats before, and I feel like the biggest retard in the room. Like, I'm scared to say anything. One time I asked a question, and he was like, "What do you mean by that?" And I like freaked out.
I would need to have an actual topic.
Yeah.
Andrew Wilson, terrified of you, EB3. You are completely irrelevant. You don't even ping on his radar. You are so small and so irrelevant that I will when we asked him about it, because I did and Michelle did, we had to remind him who you were.
So, speaking of all of this and topics, so I think that during the debates, like topickers, people should, or debaters should bring up their own topics, right? And maybe they should be forced to like bring a novel topic to the debate, or something like that.
That's a really good idea.
I mean,
we try to have a conversation with it, but
I tell you what I'll do. And you know what? I'll announce it here first. I'll announce it on my channel when I come back on Monday. If you want to debate on my channel in the debate game, which you should, because it's awesome and it's tons of fun, simply submit your debate topic in the debate bro section or debate sphere, not debate. We're not doing debate bro. Debate sphere of my Discord for all to see, so that everyone can prepare for it if they choose. And we will allow you to pick from your own topics. You can pick it however many you want. So yeah.
Fun.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
I get what Steelman's
awesome,
saying.
Thank you very much.
I get what Steelman's saying in
I
a
think
sense.
Spaceman
because-
has actually suggested this in the past. I don't want him to feel slighted. Sorry. I'm sorry. I interrupted. I apologize.
Yeah, no big deal. So my stance on debate is like, it's better than people fighting in the streets, which we need right now because all the shit that's happening with, everyone fucking blowing shit up and whatever. But, not that I agree with 99% of what he says, but we can't have, these people come in and sit there for 20 minutes and be like, well, I don't want to do that topic and blah, blah, blah. So.
Do you remember me and Glenn Lawrence having to pick a topic and you watching me in the back, like fighting with him over Discord? I was like, God damn it, just do it. It was when we had to debate cougars. So it was the only thing that was like, fine, we'll just do it. Do it.
You're so lucky he wasn't on that polygyny kick, because that's what it would have been.
Yep.
Oh Lord.
I
That's
think
such a
we
bad
want the Lord
topic.
on our side on this one. So the I mean, yeah, I like that idea. That's what we're gonna do. And look, we'll still allow the chat to pick. We'll still allow all the other moves and all of that. It'll be fine. It'll be good.
Yep.
So it'll be fun. As
Good.
far as
Any of
who
you,
comes on the show, and I this is going to sound like I'm being a complete dick, but I don't care who comes on the show as long as they behave themselves. You may have gotten the ick, or you may have felt a certain way about the way that Ben expressed himself in the debate, but he didn't violate TOS. He played by the rules. Sorry. I know that I'm looking at you, Beth, but I'm not actually looking at you.
Good.
My screen's right here.
I got you. I know. And yeah, no, it's your show, and you don't have to even apologize for it because
I'm not. I don't want to give the idea that I'm apologizing for it, but the point is that everyone is welcome. I don't care. Speakeasy can come and debate on my channel. I don't care. Anyone is welcome, unless you've been banned from my channel, and there's only one person currently banned from my channel.
Or not two.
It should be real easy. If you can't deal with someone who is on the channel debating, you should leave yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
And this is supposed to be comfortable. This is supposed to be a good time. It's not supposed to be you get your nuts in a ringer or tits, either way. So.
Right.
Anybody rub elbows with a sovereign citizen person?
Man, I wish I
run
did.
into one of
That'd
them.
be great. I would love to. Get
I'd find one. I'll send him your way. Good. I have to say something to you. From being on your show, my dog, I think he now associates your voice with treats because I'm constantly trying to shut him up. Like, he's right here.
Children and small animals love me, baby. That's all the way it is. It's been that way my whole life.
He's like, you're talking to that guy again. Where's the bag, woman? Where's the bag? You want me to be quiet? Get the treats.
EB3, would you like to debate me, sir?
So
would you like to debate me, EB3? I bet you don't have the balls to debate me, sir. You don't.
All right, get up here, EB3, so he can stop talking to himself. Hey, Mr. When you say sovereign citizen, I think that was you. Are you talking about like cops?
No. They think they're the type, like, they're more right wing, but they're a little loony. They think states don't make laws, and they're the type that'll say like, hey, we're kind of in a sense against the government, but every time I ask them, what do you do? Because they say they're like, oh, states don't make laws, and I have all the pews, and so I'm going to defend my, you know, my land and this stuff. But I'm like, what do you do if anarchy persists and a force comes that's greater than yours and tries to
Don't they use, like,
overrun your
maritime
farm?
law? Can somebody help me? They use like
Yeah.
some weird
That-
version of maritime law.
It is.
Yeah,
It's
they-
connected to sovereign citizens.
Yeah, and what they do is they think that there's something having to do with like your birth certificate being like that's not who you really are. That is the government issued certificate that it's like it counts for money or something against your life, and you can cash it to get money or some shit. It's weird. I don't know.
So I'll explain that real quick.
Here we go. There, you wanted a sovereign citizen, Mr. Mister.
Yeah. No, I'll explain that, and then I'll explain my question again more clearly. So to sort of make sense of what she's saying. So, for example, when you're born, once you attach a social security number to your child, and I can tell you this from a direct experience because, as you may know, I've had a home birth, you know, so the children are worth nothing to the government when they have no social security number. You cannot apply for any government benefits. You can't get housing or social or food stamps for them because they require that social security number. Once you get that social security number, boom, that attaches all the benefits that come along with it. And that's a big checkbook of benefits. Now you can draw those out monthly, right? Like $400 a month on food stamps or $400 a month on housing or whatever these benefits to that attached to that social security number, which are basically held in escrow and distributed over the years if you apply for them. So that's where this value is attached to the social security number. However, when I'm referring to sovereign citizens, I usually think of somebody who thinks that they're above the law, essentially, right? The law doesn't apply to them.
I'm not driving without a license.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and raid you guys over to Abe's stream. You guys have a great rest of your night. I'm going to hang out over there for a few minutes, and I'm going to check out. It's been a great night. Arthur Daya, you're still cool. So, and if anybody can reach out to Anson, tell him that I'm in no way angry with Anson whatsoever. As always, be cool. Wear glasses if you need them, and go have fun at Abe.